Hello there. So today I want to talk about therapy and how I think we're missing something significant in life when where therapy isn't actually going to make the difference. And I think therapy's not making the difference, honestly. We have therapists accepted to be something we should all go to for our problems with our lives. We have more people now seeing therapists probably than ever before, and more people with anxiety and depression and needing the therapist to be able to just function in life now more than ever before, as far as I can tell. And what's going on here, I think, is that we used to know things more philosophically. We used to understand things better, and a lot of it came from religion and whatnot. And now, as a more secular society, we are more immature. I think that's just the reality of the situation, whether you like it or not. That as a secular society, we are more immature. We're more needy. What is secularism? I've explained before. Secularism is the worship of the self and others. And if you're just worshiping yourself, and to worship yourself means you're basically trying to serve yourself, giving yourself everything you can to satisfaction, which cannot be done. You have to step out of yourself and give yourself over to something where you can actually think to yourself, I can appreciate everything I have. Can you imagine how happy you can be? Try imagining, think about everything you have in your life. Just make a list, all these things you have, and think to yourself, wow, I am blessed. It feels so good that I have all these things, that I'm able to have all these things, that I'm able to have clothing, that I'm able to provide for whoever I have to provide for, that I'm able to do whatever it is I can do, that I'm able to, whatever it is. It is just amazing. You can wake up every single day and think to yourself, I am so grateful that I have all these things. I have a bed to sleep on. I have a table to sit at, to have my meals at. I have everything I need to make food. I have maybe places to go to get food. I literally every single thing you have, you can feel good about, and you should probably live your life trying to feel good about it. I lived many years of my life, as I imagine many of us do, thinking to myself, I'm not happy. I want more. And I need to find a way to get the more so I can be happy. And my mission is to find happiness. But if you can actually be happy with everything you have already, your mission really won't be to find happiness. It'll just you will be happy just finding what you have to do. And then that's a very different thing. It's like, okay, here I am content, here I'm happy with everything I have, and now I want to actually gain more and more and share my happiness. I'm going to have wealth of happiness within me, and I'm going to share that with hopefully a wife and children, and I'm going to pass that down to them. And that's significantly better than thinking to yourself, I'm miserable. I'm going to find happiness. I'm going to get married and find my happiness when I'm married. I'm going to have a family I want. They're going to listen to me and do everything I say and whatever it is. And I think more people than less have this fantasy of this, and it doesn't work. We go to the therapist. We tell them I have anxiety. I can't do anything. I'm going nuts. I don't have the confidence for anything. And the question is, why do you have anxiety? What's going on? Why are you lacking your confidence? Because ultimately, that's what it comes down to. That's my experience, at least. Is my anxiety came from the fact that I did not have the confidence that I can do something. And I've known many people, they would say, I have anxiety and I just can't do it. And they accept that. They're like content with that. And the things I can do, I just kept trying and working and working. And I thought to myself, and I kept telling myself, I can do this. And I'm going to mentally make it that I'm going to know it so well that I can do it that there's no way I'm not going to be able to do it. And through that, I was able to work through my anxiety. But it also has to do with where you are mentally with everything in your life. If you're just unhappy with anything, you don't even know how to achieve happiness and to feel good about things you have. How are you going to be able to accomplish anything and get somewhere in life? How can you get to that place where you're not going to be anxious for things when you aren't content with anything? That doesn't really work. So what you have to do really is do things with your life and take action with your life and know you can do it. And if you fail, just get up and do it again. We used to just know all these things just as a rule. You would just know like just just you work hard work pays off, different things like that. You had confidence, different things. We're losing our confidence. We're getting more confused. We're going to school and we're learning a million and a half things we don't even need in life. And we're ultimately just playing follow the leader and just follow whatever the professionals tell us or follow whatever it is. And people find their happiness and they do find their things they got to do, but so many of us don't. So many of us are just lost and confused, and they're going through these things that they're trying to get the satisfaction from a therapist to actually do for them that ultimately they can actually do for themselves if they just had someone sit there and tell them, what could you be happy about? Can you find happiness with anything? You really have nothing you can be happy about? I would say no. Back in the day, I would actually say no, I have nothing to be happy about. And if you were to tell me any of these things that I would say I'm happy about today, I would have laughed at myself if I came from the past and if I went to the past rather and I spoke to myself, um, why aren't you happy? What can't you be happy? What aren't you happy with your life? And I'm living on my own, so I have an apartment, I got clothes, I got food, I got everything I have now basically. But now I'm happy and then I wasn't. What is different? The big difference is I'm appreciative of everything I have. Where then I just took it all for granted. It was just like, well, this is just something I have. Yeah, I have it, but whatever. Like this is not my happiness. I need what I want to have the happiness. These are just things I have to have, not things I want. But that's absurd. You should want everything you have. It's like you have to have clothing, so you can't be appreciative for the clothing, for the shirt on your back. You can't be appreciative of that. You can't be grateful that you have these things. And it's hard to when you just think you're just owed these things. Like these things, just you just have to have them. It's just like an entitlement mentality that we have going on in our society today. And all these people are just they're looking for the therapist. I guess just tell them something that's just gonna like magically poof. Now you're gonna be happy. You can start with your happiness from within you, from with your abilities, anything you can do. Think about that. Think about the fact that you can walk. Like, I am appreciative that I can walk. I'm appreciative that I can use my fingers. I'm appreciative that I can cook. I'm appreciative that I can do all these things that I learned to do. I'm appreciative with everything, my bed, my car, my clothing, my people in my life, the people in my life that are good to me, my job. My boss doesn't have to hire me. I am grateful that I have a job. My boss doesn't owe me anything. My boss could have said to me, I don't like your face. Get out of here. I'm not going to hire you. Instead, he said, I'm going to hire you. I like your face. And I'm grateful for that. And we have so many things we can be grateful for. But we live in a time where everyone's just going to the therapist for all their issues when really they need a more of a fix of how to understand life in general. I think it's more of a philosophical issue than anything else. But they're being told to be medicated for their normal behavior, for anxiety. Anxiety is a normal behavior, and you just have to understand why you have it. Why you have it isn't a thing to be medicated. Why you have anxiety is has to do with rather what's going on with your life. You're confused with things, and you don't have confidence in things. What's going on with your life that you don't have those things? That you're confused and you don't have the confidence to do anything, and you're anxious that you can't do something. That's what that is. The anxiety is basically like you can't do something. You don't have it in you. That you're not good enough. Because why? What are you doing that it's making you feel incompetent? That's not a something a therapist can just help you fix. That's something you have to learn to fix from within. And if you're fortunate enough to have that therapist tell you these things, and great, perhaps therapists should be telling you these things. But as far as I can tell, these are the things we should be learning throughout our lives about how we like from philosophically what it takes to be a successful person. You can learn just what it means to be a person and all that stuff. I just getting the ideas like you're gonna go for this and you're gonna do that, and there's no accountability for anything. You don't understand why what's going on is going on. You don't understand how really anything is. And I think this is all just more philosophical than anything else. Philosophically speaking, your philosophy in life is going to determine your whatever it is you're going through in life, and then different things are going to be happening within it is going to have those results. You're going to have things are going to conclude for you um, to have anxiety, to have phobias, to have those things, and philosophically you can actually understand them and work through them. That's as far as I know. That's what I did. Anyhow, that's all I got for that. All the best, and thanks for watching.